Hi, this is Monica again for the second time today, and this is day 2 of my Bingemas. And this is the story of when I went to jail and nobody at my house answered the phone. So sit back and relax. Now this one is one for the books. Y'all asked for it. It's story time, damn you. And don't pay no attention to that right there because, listen, I ain't combed my hair. Fuck that. Not today, damn you. Not today. Anywho, this story is about the time that I went to jail and nobody in my house answered the phone. Okay, so I got this friend named Tanya. Tanya is the type that she'll party on the weekends. She'll pick up extra shifts she'll work like 14 days out the fucking shift, out the fucking pay week, and she will have extra money or whatever. She'll kick it on the weekends. She always had a house party on the weekends. Okay, so I would pick Tanya up and I would bring her to work with me. It wasn't no thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before. You know you've been there before. When you had a car, you didn't have a car, your friend from work picked you up or whatever the case may be. But this is what Tanya did. So I appreciate it. So in return, I was picking her up and taking her to work and dropping her off. Okay. This particular time, it was tax time. Okay, it through me picking her up, she got her taxes. So what she did was I'm mixing my foundation to make sure to mix it to the right color, whatever. But anywho, okay, so this particular time, she called me the day before. She's like, Monica, don't drive, because it had snow real bad. She's like, Monica, don't drive. I just bought me a motherfucking car, bitch. I'm coming to pick you up. I'm like, oh, okay. Now, I'm the scheduler at work. I got my own office or whatever the case may be. Tanya's one of my favorites. She always pick up shifts that I needed it. So, okay. Tanya goes and she says, Monica, I'm going to pick you up. I'm like, oh, okay. So I tell my husband, like, ain't no sense about, because our driveway was blocked up with the ice, with the snow. So it was so high, we couldn't get our car out. Anyway, Tanya had called like, Monica, I will pick you up, da, da, da. So when she called me, I had got ready early or whatever the case would be because I was out of cigarettes, so she was coming to pick me up. Let me go ahead and set the stage for the fucking phones, okay? My daughter, everybody had a phone. My oldest daughter, my middle daughter, the other daughter, and then my son and my other son, they all had a phone. My husband was at home that day because my husband wasn't going to work in that damn snow. Okay, so I knew everybody had a phone. Okay, so Tanya comes. She picked me up. Bum. We get in the car or whatever. She showed me the car. She's like, Mike, I got me a nice little car. Da, da, da. Now, when she bought this car, she bought it from a guy that was a friend of hers, but he told her specifically, get the car out of my name and you go ahead and take the car. Because she had already paid for the car. The car wasn't stolen or nothing. The car was in his name, though. Okay, me not knowing this, I get in the car with Tanya. I didn't know that Tanya had this car for like 4 days prior to. So she bought it on that Friday. So that was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She picked me up on that Monday. So I had no idea that she was supposed to get this car out of this man's name. Okay, so we stop over at Marathon gas station. I go in the gas station. When I go to the gas station, when we pull in the Marathon, the police pull in behind us. Me not knowing anything, he didn't pull directly behind her car. He pulled in so he can take his fat ass in there and get some damn super donuts. We ain't going to talk about super donuts. We're not going to talk about super donuts. Okay. Anywho, he stopped. Whatever. We pulled out of the gas station. When we pulled out, I bought her a pack of cigarettes, me a pack of cigarettes. Now, keep in mind, y'all have to remember, I had a black purse and my uniform was on and I was ready for work. Keep in mind, black purse. I got my phone and my purse, and we in the car with Tanya that she did switch the name out the motherfucking car. We pull off. When we pull off, the cops pull off behind us, not knowing to me or Tanya that he's running the motherfucking plates on this goddamn car. I didn't have no idea. Tanya now remembers why. So Tanya did turns to me. Now keep in mind, I still am oblivious to the fact that we about to go to fucking jail. Okay. Anywho, he pulls the car over. When Tanya turns off of another street, she's like, Mike, I hope they're not running our shit. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? I said, proudly, like, I ain't got no motherfucking warrant. Ain't shit on me. Goddamn it. I ain't worried about the goddamn police. Tanya, don't worry. If you go to jail, I'm going to get you out. Boom. Okay. She swooped down. She swooped down on another street. She turned. This motherfucker swooped down. He turned with her. I'm like, oh my God. We get pulled over. Boom. They throw lights on us. Boom. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So they running her shit. They come through the window on her side. They ask her for her license and insurance and stuff. She showed them her driver's license and her insurance. I'm thinking, okay, she in the clear. She said, Monica, I ain't got no warrants. I'm like, oh, okay, you cool. So they come to my side. Me being the asshole that I am, I proudly pull my shit out like I did both. You know what I'm saying? Now keep in mind, I hadn't went back and got my driver's license since 96. This is 2000 and something. I hadn't had a legal driver's license, but I wasn't fucking driving. Okay, so they pulled my goddamn ID. Now keep in mind, something said, Monica, put your phone in your bra. I put my phone down in my bra, and I keep on going. We sitting there, boom. He come back to my side of the window. He like, ma'am, you got an active warrant for your arrest. Who? Who got warrant? I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Motherfucker, run it again because I don't have no warrant for my arrest. Tanya, like, they come back to Tanya's with it like, ma'am, this car is reported stolen. Oh. Now, keep in mind, it's like going on 7 o'clock. We supposed to be at work at 7. I'm like, oh, my God. I call my job real quick like, we going to jail. We going to jail. I don't know we going to jail. Now I know we going to jail. This motherfucker opens up my door and escorts me with my purse to the back of his motherfucking police car. Now, keep in mind, they told Tanya to get the keys out the goddamn car. Now, she get in the car. Now, keep in mind, we don't have on handcuffs. We just in the back of the goddamn police car. I'm calling everybody in my house. I call my husband first. Phone. Nobody answer. Call his daughter. Nobody answer. Next daughter. Nothing answer. Next daughter. Nothing answer. Son. Nothing answer. Son again. Nothing answer. I'm like, oh my God. I stick my phone back in my fucking bra. Bitch, you not gonna get it off that motherfucking easy. It's going down. My shit is in my titty. The lady, they call for a female officer because it's 2 females. They call for a female officer to make sure we ain't got shit on us. So when she gets there, we still not handcuffed. We still just sit in the back. And tells the female officer like, ma'am, we on our way to work. She was like, is this a misunderstanding? I just bought this motherfucking car. She was like, we shouldn't be going to jail. We on our way to work. We got our uniforms on. She don't give like no fucks. By this time, I don't give no fucks because I know I'm getting ready to go to the county. I'm mad at that motherfucker. Tanya goes to the county. We get ready to go to the county. It's going down. I got my phone. The lady like, ma'am. She was like, give me your purse. They gave my purse. They rambling through it. Boom, 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 boom. They put it in the back of the police car. She said, ma'am, now I'm on the phone while she's rambling through my purse. I'm on the phone. Bitch, she be on the goddamn phone. I take my phone. She's like, ma'am, give me that phone. I was like, nope. Hook it up. Put it in the bra. Boom. She like, ma'am, you not gonna give me that phone? I'm like, no. She put the handcuffs on me. I'm like, fuck it. Nobody's calling me back. Nobody. And keep in mind, my husband was outside shoveling the snow. Didn't hear the phone. My daughters, them, ain't paying attention. You know, they teenagers at this point. They not listening to that. They thinking I'm playing on the phone or some shit. They don't answer. So the officer like, ma'am, you don't give me that phone? I'm like, no. So down to the county, we get down there. I'm like, oh, my God. Now, keep in mind, I made all these phone calls. Nobody's calling me back. The last phone call I made was to my husband's best friend, Gwen. When I called Gwen, I told Gwen exactly what Gwen answered the phone. I tell Gwen, I'm going to the county. Go to my house. Nobody's answering the fucking phone. Now, keep in mind, when Gwen gets to my house, she's telling my husband. Now, by this time, I'm still riding down to the county. I'm madder than a bitch. By this time, I'm pissed. Like, oh, my God, I'm going to the fucking county. I can't believe this shit. I got a warrant. They're like, ma'am, this warrant is from listen to this, 96. The fuck you mean? Okay, the statute of limitation didn't kick in? What the fuck? Okay, but it didn't kick in. I was fucked. Okay. Anywho, I still got my phone in my pocket, in my bra. Now, by this time, Gwen done made it to my house. She done got a hold of my husband. My husband and them is calling my phone. It's ringing in my titty. We get down to the motherfucking county. Now, if you ever been to the county, you know they got this goddamn mat on the goddamn thing, and you got to hold your head on there. Now, I take water pills. I had just took my water pills on my way to work. Okay, so I took the water pills. I'm thinking, okay, now I got to pee. I got to pee. I got this officer. I got them thinking I would put my head on this goddamn lice-filled ass mat so they can pat me down. I got cuffs on me. My titty is ringing. It's going down. Okay, so they tell me, ma'am, you gonna have to put your head on that thing. I'm like, no. They're like, ma'am, you gonna have to. The man grabbed my head and put my head on that. I'm mad as fuck now. Oh my God. Now my titty is ringing. By him being a male officer, he cannot reach down in my shirt and get my phone. He like, ma'am, you gonna give me your phone? No, I'm not giving you my fucking phone. They already rebelled through my purse. Now you want my phone? You ain't getting my goddamn phone. Okay, so they call this big bitch. Here she come. Reach down to my goddamn titty and get. Okay, so the bitch can get the phone out my motherfucking TV. I'm pissed. I'm like, oh, okay. Fuck y'all. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta pee. Now they got the handcuffs on me. Now I'm in the waiting area. Whereas all these chairs, you can see the motherfuckers in the wholesale. They looking like, hey. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta pee. I'm telling them, I gotta pee. They're like, ma'am, no, you gotta have to wait a minute till we get you in the wholesale. I'm like, ma'am, I gotta pee. The bitch tried to be funny. She was like, you should have thought that we wouldn't give us the fucking phone. I'm like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. So the bitch tried to get me. She just sitting there. She da. We get in the wholesale. I'm like, oh, fuck. Tanya's not in the wholesale with me. She in the other wholesale where next to me. I'm in this wholesale. The phone looked like somebody been chewing on it. Bitches is laying around the toilet. It's prostitutes. They itching. They going on crack. This going down. So now keep in mind, I still had to pee. I get to the motherfucking wholesale. I look down the toilet. It's a bitch laying on the floor around the damn toilet. I'm like, hell no. I'm gonna have to pull my pants out with this bitch. Still, no. The lady like, man, what are you ready to do, man? What are you ready to do? I squatted over that goddamn sink and I peed. Psst. She like, ma'am, you can't do that shit. Fuck that, okay? These motherfuckers, then they come in with this bologna sandwich with 4 cookies and a juice. The one bitch, she come over there, she like, hey, you want that juice? Bitch, you can have this whole bologna sandwich because I'm getting the fuck out of here. Little did I know my husband that already got down to the county, paid my bond before they even gave me a bond, but they had to hold me down there just being jackasses. So now I'm sitting here, these bitches itching and scratching, just mixing the shit out the pee. Oh my God, I am like frustrated. Okay, so the man comes to the scene. So the officer comes to the goddamn wholesale. He like, ma'am, he said, all your stuff we put back in your purse or whatever the case may be. Your bond is, once we get you bonded in, once we get you signed in, we're going to get getting bonded out because your bond has already been paid. I'm like, so why the fuck am I still sitting here? He like, man, because it's going to take a while for us to get you bonded in. Now, keep in mind, it was snowing outside. My husband down here at the county, they already got me out. They done went back to the house because it's taking too long for them to release a bitch out there. Now, I done watched Tanya get the fuck out of here. I'm like pissed off now. Now I'm down here lonely with these goddamn prostitutes and shit, itching and scratching and mixing and shit. Motherfuckers out in the window and shit. I'm pissed off. Now, I got on my uniform. I got my purse and stuff. The police got my purse. I'm pissed off. They dug in my titty. It's going down. Oh, my God. Help me, Jesus. I don't want to be in here. So I'm crying about this, but they talking about you can make a collect call. You have a collect call from help me, Jesus. Okay, I tell them, like, I got asthma. My medicine is in my purse. He let me get my inhaler. I shoot it. Boom. These motherfucking drug addicts is looking at me like she got drugs. I was like, no, bitch. I got an inhaler. Don't fuck with me, though, because I'm mad as fuck. Okay, so a couple hours go by. Boom. A bitch is out. When I tell you I walked out that motherfucker and got in that car, by the time I got to my house, I was still crying. Boom. My husband like, I didn't hear the car because I was outside shuffling. My kids like, oh my God, help me, Jesus, or whatever the fuck. So when I got home, I dumped everything out of my purse. I threw the purse away. I threw my purse away. I threw the uniform away. I threw the shoes away. I threw all this shit away. The only reason why they stopped us is because the man had reported the car stolen because he told Tanya when she bought the car to get the car out of his name, and she never did. Keep in mind, I never knew I had a fucking warrant from 1996. I didn't know this. Okay, I tell them, like, I got asthma. My medicine is in my purse. He let me get my inhaler. I shoot it. Boom. These motherfucking drug addicts is looking at me like she got drugs. I was like, no, bitch. I got an inhaler. Don't fuck with me, though, because I'm mad as fuck. Okay, so a couple hours go by. Boom. A bitch is out. When I tell you I walked out that motherfucker and got in that car, by the time I got to my house, I was still crying. Boom. My husband like, I didn't hear the car because I was outside shuffling. My kids like, oh my God, help me, Jesus, or whatever the fuck. So when I got home, I dumped everything out of my purse. I threw the purse away. I threw my purse away. I threw the uniform away. I threw the shoes away. I threw all this shit away. The only reason why they stopped us is because the man had reported the car stolen because he told Tanya when she bought the car to get the car out of his name, and she never did. Keep in mind, I never knew I had a fucking warrant from 1996. I didn't know this. My whole thing was this. If y'all fucking with her, why the fuck was you fucking with me? So I ended up going to jail that day. It was like $286 for me to get the fuck out of there. My husband paid it. I paid the money back to my husband because, you know, a bitch is responsible. Okay, anywho. I had no idea. I did still to this day. I never reflected on what I got the ticket for in 1996. But I went to jail that day. And when I tell you that jail is not a place for Monica King, it's not a place for me, baby. Because them bitches was itching, scratching, mixing stuff, picking swords. Like, I'm like, oh my God. This was not a place. And plus, I had already peed in the sink. So the bitch was already mad. She was mad about me not letting her get my phone. She was mad because I got pissed in the sink. It was just a whole motherfucking situation. More of the story is, Tanya never got the tags out of this man's name, and he reported the car stolen.